Hello, 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 all of my beautiful, vibrant, fiery Leo the Lions. What going on, y'all? It is your girl, Tracy, with Ascension 225, a tarot and oracle, and I am here to do your first few weeks of June. All right? I know I'm a little slow getting to you, Leo. I apologize, but this is just over the next few weeks, all right? Okay, so I hope you're doing well, abundantly blessed, happy for no daggone reason. I feel you, Leo. I am a Leo rising and a Gemini sun, so I do have that fieriness inside of me that you bring to the table, all right? So, Leo, we just want to know what Spirit wants and needs you to know now and over the next few weeks, all right? Even if it's overlapping energy, because I'm sure I'm going to do another reading for you before or right at the end or right at the beginning of the middle of June, because this is the 1st through the 15th. I don't know what I'm saying right now, okay? But anyway, Mercury's in Venus, so that should make for some enlightening conversations, talking about things that you're passionate about, things that you love, things that make your heart sing, and also, you know, those types of thoughts as well, because Mercury is all about thoughts as well as communication. Okay? All right. And that is the ruling planet for Gemini as well as Virgo. Okay, so some of you, I don't know if you may have some Virgo in your birth natal chart. If you don't know what your birth natal chart is, look in the description box. There is a link to get your free birth natal chart. All you need to do is provide, you know, your birthday and a few other pieces of information, and boom, you have your free 99 birth natal chart. And also, I'm including my favorite numerologists as well as astrologists in the mix, okay? So everything's down below. If you need a private reading, since this is a general reading, hit me up at ascension225tarot@gmail.com, and we can get you booked for your 30, 60, or 90-minute tarot reading, and the prices are down below as well, okay? All right, so Leo, let's get it. First, I just want you to do your girl a favor. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that hype button to hype up the video. I appreciate that. That's reciprocal energy coming my way so that I can tap into your energy and I can give you these readings. I really do appreciate it very, very much. And once you've liked, shared, subscribed, and hyped my beautiful videos, please find a nice, cozy spot where you can relax, relate, and in order to receive, okay? Alrighty. If I trip all over my words today, I don't know, maybe it's Mercury, who knows, since that's my ruling planet. Alright, so let's get into it. We are going to start with some oracle messages, and then we'll get into your tarot reading, okay, Leo? We're going to make it quick and sweet. Alright, so let's start off with the rune. The most important, I asked Spirit to give Leo the most important rune that really taps into Leo's energy now and over the next few weeks. And you got the symbol, and it looks like an X. And this is Gebo. Gebo. Alright. And let me tell you what Gebo represents, my beautiful Leos. It stands for generosity and opportunity. All right, generosity and opportunity coming your way. If this rune card is drawn, the theme of giving, well, it's not a card, but if this rune is drawn, I have cards that go with this book. The theme of giving and sharing is prominent. There may be a surprise gift arriving in your life soon, Leo, whether a material one or in the form of emotional support from others, or maybe it's discovering a hidden talent, okay? It could even be a spiritual message as well. The card urges you, or the rune urges you to appreciate the gifts for the blessing that it is, whatever that gift may be. But it also indicates that the need for you to shine a spotlight on the energy exchanges in your life right now, including your personal relationships, partnerships, maybe at work or in business, and contracts that you may be contemplating signing. All right. Are you giving too much and receiving too little? Or are you the one not investing enough in a situation? You will be the one to answer that question, Leo. You are especially encouraged to ensure that there is balance between giving and receiving in all of your relationships, like that Six of Pentacles type of energy. It also wants you to take a close look at the most important relationship of all, the one you have with yourself, and to create a harmonious balance between being sensitive to the needs of others and taking care of your own needs. So that's Gebo. So not only be generous to other people that you come across in your personal life or your business life, but also show generosity and compassion towards yourself. All right? And there may be some new opportunities coming your way. I like it, Gebo. All right, so if we need to refer back to that, we can. And what are some of the oracle messages that Spirit has for our Leos? Well, your Spirit team wants you to know that now's not the time. This is in the crossing energy, and crossing energy in my readings it's a very, very strong energy, like Spirit's like, hello. Now is not the time. Okay? And then I've got, you need to wait for the signs, wait for the spiritual signs, okay, that tell you it's okay to proceed, or that the time is here. And learn. Knowledge is a tree growing with every leaf. So what will you be learning from all of this? There could be a lesson in all of this for you, Leo. Okay? But you need to wait for the signs that Spirit will be sending you, because now is not the time. And also, you might want to break some rules along the way. Okay? What's some of the tea messages for our Leos? I've got, oh, that's bottom one. Okay. I've got Beetle. There's some good fortune coming your way. And we already saw that there's an opportunity that is or will be coming your way here soon, Leos. Seahorse. You may need to take care of some family matters. Bird perched. You might be waiting for news, a package, a letter, some sort of information that you've just been waiting for. It could be about a new job or, something happening in your life. And then I've got Tree, affairs with the family. Oh my goodness, look. We've got two cards, and you heard that ding ding. We've got two cards about family matters, okay? All right. And maybe you're waiting to hear news about a family member or something to do with your family. And then I've got Rooster, and this is an arrogant, boastful person that you should not cross. Could this be one of those family members that could be creating this issue? Okay, we're going to put these to the side, and we'll come back to those if we need those. Okay, Leo? And what are your angels? What sort of advice or spiritual guidance do your angels have? I've got heart home, be compassionate. Like I said, not only with yourself, but maybe you need to show some compassion, even if there's an arrogant, boastful person. Show everyone some compassion as well. Maybe because there are some tender family matters that need to be addressed. Okay. And then I've got whale song. Something might be resonating with you. With this whale song. Maybe it's a message that you receive. It says you're going to be receiving some sort of message or a letter, a text or something. This could really, really resonate with you once you receive it, okay? It could be even a spiritual message, because this adds to a 5. I mean, this adds to a 7, the 61, and that could be a spiritual message. But this also reduces to a 5. It could be a message that resonates with you about some sort of change that needs to happen, because 5s are all about change. And this card, this Heart Home card, it adds to a 9. So 9s are pretty much the end. You're on the precipice of an ending. And it also reduces to a 5. Changes, okay? Changes are coming. All right, so let's take a look at the major arcana, the 2 major arcana cards that came out for you before we get into the tarot deck. The first card that came out for you is you, Leo. This is you, front and center, as this lion. What deck do I want to use today? I want to use the crows. So yeah, you're coming across. This is about abundance, blessings. Okay, you going towards the sun to get those blessings and abundance. Okay, maybe you're trying to bring something to birth, something, bring something to fruition. That's what this energy is all about. And then I've got the Hangman in the crossing energy. So the Hangman could be it may be in the crossing, so it could be a toss-up between, it could be a strong message that maybe you need to pause, just hold on before making any decisions or going in any direction or anything like that. Maybe you need to pause and really get some insight, see it from another perspective, a different perspective, okay? But in the crossing, it could also mean that there might be some sort of delays or some sort of lack of accountability here, okay? Because it could oscillate between being upright and maybe towards the reverse, right? The Hangman says, I feel trapped, indecisive, and confined. I think I may be self-sabotaging myself, and I feel stagnant in my current situation. So maybe you're kind of like, in between, feeling, like maybe I can let this go, or maybe I need to pause a little bit longer, or maybe this is just a form of stagnancy, like you're not moving at all. I say go towards the sun, Leo. Okay? All right. So, Spirit, we are tapping in and tuning into our Leo collective now and over the next few weeks. We've already seen some of the messages of opportunity and compassion as well as generosity for our Leos. All right. We also see that there may be some family issues as well. Okay. So please help us understand what's happening with our Leos more, please, and thank you. This is now and over the next few weeks. What's on the bottom that Leo does not see? The 9 of Pentacles. This is you, being very abundant, very, very abundant, not really needing for much or anything. You know what I'm saying? You're comfortable in yourself, in your surroundings. You feel secure and you feel abundant. And this is you doing you, Leo, okay? All right, Spirit, off the top. Let's get your, so this is your recent past. This is the present. And this is the near future. What are some of the what's a challenge and an opportunity for Leo? Whoa, okay. And I just want to get a few more spiritual messages. A few more spiritual messages for Leo, please and thank you. A few more spiritual messages. All right, that's good. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, wow. That's a lot more than I wanted, but we'll go ahead and take them. These are the spiritual messages right here off to the side. All right. So, Leo, the past energy for you is 5 of Wands. Conflict, chaos, misunderstandings, fighting, competition. This could be in the workplace. All right. Somebody trying to one-up you, or you trying to one-up somebody, you know, or maybe you're competing for the same position at work. But, you know, this could... that's not a good feeling when you have conflict, especially in the workplace. You know what I mean? Especially with you and another coworker, or maybe you're in competition at that job with somebody else. All right. So your present is the 4 of Pentacles. You might be thinking about your foundation, your stability. The 4s, according to numerology, are about safety, security, and stability. So maybe this conflict, what happens in, you know, in the near past, could still be happening, but this might have you going, wow, I don't need this situation to affect my stability, how I make my money. You know, you might feel like you have to hold on to your money. You might be going through some financial challenges, and you feel like you may need to hold on to your money a little bit tighter, be a little more stingy with spending. All right. Yeah. So you're not willing to relinquish your stability and your foundation for whatever is going on. And your near future is the 7 of Wands. You standing up for yourself. Okay? You might feel like, because of this competitive situation or this conflict that's happening, that you might feel like you have to defend yourself. Sorry about that. You may feel like you have to defend yourself in some sort of way. Right? But this is also you being courageous and maybe protecting your energy, protecting what you're standing on. That takes a lot of courage to do that, okay? All right. And one of the challenges is the star energy. One of the challenges could be, this is Aquarius energy, but which is your polar opposite sign. But the star, one of the challenges for the star energy is maybe you're having challenges having unwavering faith about whatever is happening in your life. Maybe that's a challenge, you know, to know that Spirit's got your back, you're going to be okay, blah, 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 okay? And this is also a card of healing as well. Yeah, this is a card of healing. This is a card of tapping into your spirituality, having faith, knowing that things are going to work out. So that could be challenging for you. One of the opportunities, or a pro, is this Emperor. You coming out in the lead. You being this Emperor energy. Yeah. Shoulders back, head held high. Right? The Emperor is Aries energy, but the Emperor ultimately is a leader. Okay? So you might come out being, if you're in a competitive situation, being the top prospect because maybe of your leadership skills, you know, or how you handle certain situations, you know, all that. All right, authority. Okay, I love it. Well, let's get a few clarifying cards for Leos for you know, and we'll go over the spiritual messages in just a moment, but I just want to get some clarification on some of the cards and not just go over everything. That was a bad shuffle. All right, one more shuffle, Spirit. All right, this is for Leo. Now and over the next few weeks, let's go ahead and cut the deck. And what do we have on the bottom? Yeah, we've got justice. There's going to be some fairness here, some justice. Okay? Yeah, I love it. All right, so off the top, Spirit, show us what this this recent past energy is. Can you clarify it? This Five of Swords, I've got the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like with this Five of Wands, this could be at a, you know, at a your business or your job. Okay, hopefully this is not in your personal life, but I just feel like you need to go towards, you need to be daring, and you need to be forthright with what you want and how you feel and how you communicate that with this Knight of Swords. All right, he's got the Ace of Swords, that, and it's upright, and that's about truth and clarity. Okay, so speak your truth, be clear, especially as far as this Five of Wands is concerned. And you know, the Knight of Swords is about being single-minded too, and that is, you know, I've got to think about myself. I got to think about what's important for me. And what's important is, what are you going to invest in? What is important for you to invest in? Is it this situation, or could it be something else? What garden, you know, would make a good investment for you to delve into? All right. So what about this this Four Pentacles? I've got the Nine of Pentacles, and I've got the World. You holding on to your money, you not spending, you thinking about your stability and your foundation. Yeah, because this is, maybe you're having to take care of yourself, solo dolo, and this is what you want. And this is how you're coming across as this Nine of Pentacles. And we've already seen this already before. You as this independent, somebody takes care of yourself, you know, you're abundant, you're good to go. You don't need anybody else. Adding somebody else into your life is a bonus. Yeah, and I've got the World. Yeah, so I've got the Nine of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment. Or maybe you're thinking about, how can I, maybe it's a competition between jobs or positions. You know, what position or job or career is going to be the most abundant for me, because I have to take care of myself, right? I need to think of my stability and my abundance. And we've got the World card. So accomplishments, your accomplishments may speak for themselves. But this could be you, if you're already in this job that's creating conflict and chaos and all this other stuff, you might just opt out to say, I'm done with this, and what comes after this card is the Fool card. Taking a leap of faith, maybe somewhere else, to do something else. What is this Seven of Wands, Spirit, for Leo? I've got the Sun. We've already seen the Sun. And I've got the Ten of Wands, right. Remember we said this is you being courageous, you standing your ground. You might feel like you have to defend yourself or protect yourself, especially in this competitive type of maybe work situation, you know. But we've got the sun yet again. Your energy, you being courageous, you being brave, you going towards the sun energy, you going towards your blessings. All right, Leo, that's what's up. That's what you're going towards. And you're going to, whatever has caused these burdens for you, especially if this is a workplace situation, or maybe you have your own business or something like that, you're going to be going towards the sun, and you're going to be laying down whatever has been burdening you, whether it's a ton of responsibilities or whatever. You're going to be laying that down. Yep. Standing your ground on that one. All right. Okay, Spirit. So I don't really think I need to clarify the star or the emperor. I think they speak for themselves. And then your spiritual guidance down here is, we've got the Magician, Gemini, and Virgo energy, ruled by the planet Mercury. And I told you right now that Mercury is very, very strong in the planet of Venus. And I think it'll be there for a little bit. All right. So we've got the Magician. What are you manifesting? Are you manifesting a new start, a new job, a new opportunity that's going to help you be this Nine of Pentacles? And yeah, another Ten of Wands. Spirit says, lay down these burdens. Lay them down, whatever they are, responsibilities, burdens, too many, maybe your boss is putting too much on your plate. We're done with that. We're done with that. Especially if you're getting low pay, but you have a lot of expectations on you. We've got Empress and the Emperor. All right. Two partners. This could be about a perfect partnership. Maybe once you go through this world energy, and if that means maybe finding another career, another job, whatever, it's going to be very, very compatible for you. If this is a partnership of any kind, it's going to be very, very compatible for you. And lastly, we've got the Hierophant. This could be about a marriage. This could be about a marriage as well. Okay? Yeah, maybe there is some sort of competition in your commitment or your marriage. The Hierophant, it's about those core values. So if this is about, whether this is about a relationship or whether this is about a career or a job, a business, this is you standing on your core values. What you know, with the Seven of Wands, yes, you are standing your ground and you are standing on these core values no matter what. Okay? So that's that. This is really nice energy, and I'm telling you, listen, how many cards do I have out here? Hold on for a second. Well, from the Crow deck, I have got 9 cards on the table, and I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. A lot of heavy hitting energy in just that deck alone. All right. So anyway, there will be fairness and justice for you, my beautiful Leos. Okay. And so let's go ahead and get your angel number and then your universal message. Your angels gave you 2020. And remember we talked about compassion? Yeah, we talked about compassion, not only for yourself, but for other people as well. And I thought we saw that word compassion somewhere else, or I don't know, maybe we just talked about it, but wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. All right, never mind. I thought I saw it somewhere. the word compassion, but maybe we just talked about it. All right, so it's a confirmation that your assumptions and your beliefs are correct, Leo, but it's also an encouragement to use your talents and your gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. We've already seen from the cards that you're going to be in this Nine of Pentacles type of energy, and be of service to others, and your potential is enormous because you're this compassionate, loving person. All right, and your universal message is what's meant to be yours is already making its way to you, Leo. What was never yours is starting to flee from you. With time, it will all make sense. For now, bear the confusion and focus on living fully in the present moment. Don't let your whole life be, I'll be happy when this happens or that happens, or when my kids grow up and get out the house. All right, it may be too late then. Be happy now. Find contentment and joy and happiness now. All right? And get out of this stagnant type of energy. Maybe you need to see things from a different perspective or higher perspective in order to be happy. Okay? All right. Go towards the sun, Leo. Go towards the sun. The sun that you govern. Okay? All right, Leos. Let me know if this resonated at all for you. And I also wanted to show you in the at the bottom of one of those major arcana decks, I've got another star card. All right, so Spirit's asking you to have unwavering faith. All right, not wishy-washy faith, but unwavering faith. And if you need to heal something, take that time to heal because the star energy is available to you. All right? All right. All right. Thank you so much, and I hope that this has helped, and I hope that if this is a family matter, I hope that you get that resolved in a compassionate type of manner, and watch for those energies in your energy, especially if they're this rooster type of energy, arrogant, boastful, that that you do not want to cross. All right? All right. Thank you, Leo. I love you guys all the way from the ATL. I hope you liked, shared, and subscribed. I really appreciate it. Hype the video. I love you guys. Peace.